Gassing up or heating your home still comes with a side of carbon tax in Alberta, as the Supreme Court of Canada upholds a federal price on emissions.
Federal government can punish people for filling up their gas tanks and driving to work and heating their homes. Doesn't mean that the federal government should do that.
The legal options have run out. A majority decision from Canada's top court finds there's nothing unconstitutional with a national price on carbon. What's left for Premier Kenney, allowing Ottawa's carbon tax to stay, set to rise to $40 per ton in April, and hope for a change in federal government, or come up with an alternative better suited for Alberta to reduce emissions.
When I think about what was driving this case, it's this asymmetry between the different provinces and their effects.
The court finding that provinces like Alberta and Saskatchewan saw an increase in greenhouse gas emission, essentially negating Canada's international commitments on climate change.
And so that was really the problem. And I think when we frame it that way, I think it becomes pretty clear here why we need to have some level, some minimal national standard to ensure that we're all rowing in the same direction.
I think there's been so much uncertainty around this that it's been hard for business to make investment decisions.
Edmonton's mayor hoping Alberta acts fast with a plan for more diversified jobs.
The sooner there's certainty for people, the quicker markets can do their magic and create jobs in this space while reducing pollution and delivering cleaner air outcomes.
Premier Kenney saying he will consult with Albertans, but not giving timelines on a decision. One thing we do know is he doesn't want it to be like the former NDP government's policy, criticized for not being revenue neutral, meaning money goes back to the taxpayers.
We're going to do it in a way that imposes the lowest possible cost on Albertans.
Has been distracted for 2 years with this particular battle, which many people suggested he was not likely to win.
Well, the opposition wonders why there was no backup plan in 2 years. Saskatchewan, one of the other provinces fighting Ottawa on the carbon tax, announced Thursday they're looking at bringing in a price on fuel that could see people in that province paying less at the pumps. For this legal expert, his concern from Premier Kenney's speech celebrating the minority 3 judges who sided with him while taking shots at the 6 who upheld the federal carbon tax.
Made some pretty disparaging comments about the majority of the Supreme Court. Essentially, I think, said that they were Ottawa elitists. And I think that that's really problematic.
Hoping U.S.-style political treatment of the legal system doesn't start in Alberta, as we likely head into 2 other potential charter challenges, one on pipelines and another on tanker traffic on the West Coast. In Edmonton, Carly Robinson, City News.